what actually moves someone to give to a place that they can't picture or physically connect to? How have you guys found success with fundraising to connect to those
Yeah.
people, to those
Yeah,
causes?
and why we kind of talk about those foundations is we think those are kind of layered even especially within the digital presence. So before anyone is ever going to even make a donation to your cause, you're going to have to build that donor trust. You're going to have to story tell, and you're going to have to really work prior to that donation actually happening. And how do you do
Mm,
that? Especially if you're mobilizing donors throughout the US or you're mobilizing donors internationally, it's going to be through a strong digital presence. And that is, throughout your social media, that is throughout your email. But then when you're kind of diving more into things, is okay, like, are there simple things, as in, like, if you're trying to attract US donors, but you have global causes, making sure that, like, as simple as your EIN number is listed on your website. So an American donor sees, okay, I can, have some sort of benefit um, as an American, a tax benefit. Or then too, like, how are we going to actually story tell? Why am I going to actually care about a cause that is not in my own backyard? You're going to have to work really hard to showcase, the impact and showcase the why. And also, again, with that donor trust is showcasing, like, where is that dollar actually going, and how is it actually equaling impact. So yeah, unfortunately, it is harder to sit down over coffee, like you're saying, with a donor, but there's still other opportunities to build that connection and build that trust through your digital presence. And it's also as simple as making sure that your online donation form is optimized, and making sure
mm,
that when they go to check out, they feel confident and they feel secure, and that their donation is, and that their money and their credit card or whatever processing payment that they're.
that's good.
Yeah,
Sheila?
for sure. And I think also, what I've realized as well is that, like, and especially for like a small to mid-sized nonprofit, I think you always get a bit overwhelmed, by like seeing all these like multi-million dollar nonprofits doing all these really fancy, campaigns and graphics and, all these things. So I think what we're seeing the successes as well, like, obviously everything is digital, but like you can still show up really like authentically. So it's like going
Mhm.
live on your Instagram, or, do a day
Right.
in the life of like one of your students, or I don't know, even if it's an animal sanctuary, you could do a day in the life of an animal, or, there's like a lot of like fun ways to do it. And I think sometimes like, um, nonprofits just get a bit like everything needs to be super polished, but it actually doesn't, because that gives donors, that really, good, that look behind the scenes, and like, oh, actually, if I donate $50, I can see where it goes. And it doesn't
Mm,
always have to be, fancy graphics. And I think that's been
right.
really fun as well to do with clients. So I think that's where what I initially also always thought, like, it has to be super, like fancy and polished, but it really doesn't.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. I think that there was an interesting evolution that happened with that. If we were talking 15 years ago, we would be
Yeah.
saying it needs to be polished. It needs to show professionalism, that you're a real organization. And now just the influx of amount of media that we have and how much
Yeah.
easier it is to make it professional. Now it's like it needs to be raw. It needs to
Yes.
be authentic, because polished just doesn't feel authentic anymore. I'm
Yeah.